Hey kids, Frosty here. Mr. Glenn will be here in a moment. I just wanted to say I'm proud of you guys for doing as good as you have on the ISTEP problems of the week so far. Let me go get Mr. Glenn, but I just wanted to say hello and I'm proud of you guys. Have a wonderful Christmas break. Yo, Frosty, thanks, bro. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. See you at the Christmas party? All right. Crazy. That man's so cool. Get it? All right, so let's talk about this last problem before Christmas break. Week 3, ISTEP problem tutorial. Now, before we start, I just want to show you how you can actually get to the videos and the problems of the week from the BGM main site. Some people have had questions about this, both parents and students, so here's what it looks like. This is our website. You go straight to Student Life. ISTEP problem of the week. It's either in the drop down or right here. And bam! Now, if you do this now, there will be the 3 videos up at that point. But we're just going through these, week 3, 6th, 7th, and 8th. So we're about to do the 8th grade problem of the week. Click on that. Bam! And now we're ready to get started. Okay, let's get it. Kathy's internet company charges a connection fee of 21 cents for each call she makes from her computer. The company also charges 6 cents per minute for each call made from her computer. Kathy was charged $1.95 in January. Now, we got parts A, B, and C. Start slow. Part A. Let's zoom in here. Write an equation that can be used to determine the number of minutes Kathy talked on the 5 calls in January. Be sure to define the variable in your equation. Okay, so we have to define the variable and then create an equation. Notice they're not asking us to solve here. Not solve, just create a variable and then an equation. So, if you're struggling at finding the variable, look at this phrase. You find the word determine, and following it is always your variable. What do they want to know? They want to know the number of minutes Kathy talked in January. So the number of minutes is our variable. So minute starts with an M, so that's what I'm going to use as my variable. Now, here's where you have to be careful. Don't put M equals minutes. That doesn't make sense. That's not helpful. I need you to be specific, and that's something we've really been harping on. Defining a variable means being specific. M is not minutes. M is the number of minutes Kathy talked. And you can even put in January if you'd like, but I ran out of room. Okay? Now, let's take a look at this equation. Notice in the very first piece, they gave you 2 rates. Rates meaning a cost per number of calls or per minute. So here's what they tell us. It is 21 cents. Now, I'm just writing down my thoughts. 21 cents per call. Then it says also, meaning we have to add to that, 6 cents per minute gives us our total cost. So this is my thoughts. Now let's plug in what we know. It's 21 cents per call. How many calls did she make? 5. You see, I'm replacing per call with the number of calls. Plus 6 cents, ooh, nice 0, per minute. Oh, we don't know minutes, but we did label it here, per minute. For a total, which they gave us, which was $1.95. That's how I would create my equation based off the information they gave me for part A. All right? The variable is always what they want to determine, and then I use the information they gave me. I really recommend this step where you write down your thoughts and then plug in what you know. That's a big part of math. Plug in what you know, solve for what you don't. Speaking of solving, here we go, part B. How many total minutes did Kathy talk on the 5 calls in January? So now we're going to use this equation. Hopefully you have it down. I'm going to scroll here, but I got to get rid of everything. So the equation that I had here was 0.21 times 5 plus 0.06 times M equals $1.95. So now I'm going to show my work on how I solve for M, which is exactly what they want. They want the number of minutes she talked. So I'm going to do a little step here. 0.21 times 5, we get 1.05 plus 0.06 m, nothing else changed, equals 1.95. Okay, when we're isolating a variable, we have to undo what's being done and get it all alone. So if 0.06 m is being added with 1.05, to get rid of a positive 1.05, we subtract 1.005. Leaving us with 0.06 m equals 0.9. Careful of your decimals here. Do not lose a decimal. Sometimes I've seen some students just 0.9, 0.6. No, it's 0.06. M is being multiplied by 0.06, so to undo that, we divide by 0.06. This leaves us with a total answer of 15. 15 minutes. Doing all right? Very simple. This is a two-step equation, but here's the high stakes about it. If your equation here was incorrect, the answer here is going to be incorrect. So you've got to make sure that you take your time on part A, okay? Now, show work, give answer, take time in A, time in B. Now it's time for part C. Oh, get out of here. Get out of here. There we go. Part C. All right, Kathy, you're a liar. Let's take a look at Kathy. In February, Kathy made a total of 50 calls, and she was charged $40.50. But Kathy claims she talked for a total of 250 minutes on her calls made in February. Explain why Kathy's claim is incorrect. Use words, numbers, and or symbols to justify your answer. So they're giving us a little hint. They said, hey, Kathy's wrong. So what we're going to have to do is find out why she's wrong or prove that she's wrong. Okay? Think, not that any of you would ever do this, but when you go to your teacher, no, I did all those assignments. Well, spoiler alert, we don't believe you right away. We want to go check. So we look up the grade book, and then we're able to prove to you, nope, you got a couple more to do. Or we prove, hey, this student's very trustworthy, they did all the assignments, we can believe them. Kathy's just making a wild claim. Let's show why she's wrong. Now again, look what they say. They use numbers, words, symbols, justify. So this is really just a workspace. How do you want to describe why Kathy's wrong? Here's what I recommend. Take her claim and use it against her. She says, no, I only talked 250 minutes. Okay, let's find out how much that would have cost. If you're claiming you only talked for 250, this is what your bill should look like. All right? So that's where I start off. I said, probably need the actual writing utensil. If Kathy talked for 250 minutes and made 50 calls, you take 50 times 0.21, right? We're just using the equation. It's 21 cents per call, and add 250 times 0.06, right? That's the equation that we already know. You take the number of calls times 21 cents and add that with 6 cents times the number of minutes. This gives us $10.50 plus $15 for a total of $25.50. Woo! Kathy was way off. At least make your lie a little more realistic. So my final statement would say, this is $15 less than her actual bill. So I'm making my final claim. Kathy is incorrect. make sure you circle back to what they wanted you to do. I need to make my claim that she's incorrect. That has to be somewhere in your answer. Yes, we just proved she's wrong, but make sure to make that final claim. Okay, all this stuff, she's doing all these things incorrect and her claims are wrong. Therefore, in conclusion, any of those statements, she must be incorrect. So not only show why she's incorrect, lastly, claim that she's incorrect with your last statement. Questions? Be sure to ask any of your teachers. If they don't know, come see me or Frosty. Are you coming back? All right, yeah, come on.
Awesome job. That was really good, Mr. Glenn. That was really, really good. Proud of you. So if you have any questions, ask him or me or your teachers. Have a wonderful break. You guys have been doing awesome. Keep learning.